For the past 15 years, Borno State has been in the global spotlight owing to the Boko Haram insurgency. This conflict has affected every segment of our society, displacing millions of people across all 27 local government areas and dislocating the socio-economic activities and livelihoods of our people. People of faith, we believe our security strategies must be underpinned by prayers. I hereby declare Monday, 24th November 2025 as a statewide day of fasting and prayer for the restoration of peace in Borno State and the country in general. On this day, I call upon every resident of Borno State, regardless of faith, to join in prayer for the lasting peace and prosperity of our beloved state and Nigeria. Consequently, let us therefore devote ourselves to constant prayers, seeking Almighty God's mercy. I also urge the people to use this period to pray for divine protection against evildoers, saboteurs, and all enemies of peace.
See, something is fundamentally wrong with us as a people. Something is fundamentally wrong. You see, that's a state government. Now, I cannot undermine the place of the spirituality, the place of prayer, the place of calling for divine support in whatever you do. I cannot undermine that. But you see, when a sitting governor begins to declare days of fasting and prayers for a state that you are being paid, that you requested to lead, you requested to secure, you requested to provide visionary leadership and surplus ideas to move the state forward. When you now begin to call for prayers openly, it shows that you are now officially helpless, or you are clueless, you are inept, you are incompetent. Worrisome to the note that Zulum is a professor. That's even more worrisome. That's even more worrisome. You are now declaring, and let's call a spade, sir. Borno is not secured because there is anything superficial or extraordinary you are doing. They just move business away. Borno has taken so much since the early 2000s. Borno has been collecting money from federal government as security palliatives and support. Other states in the north are now saying, you don't do, may we enjoy. All the Taraba, the Gombe, all of them, they are requesting to say, bring our Kaduna. Now it's going to Central. The governors are also now collecting. It is business. It has always been business, right? It is just unfortunate that people have been dying in this business that people have been doing. That one and that one. If that is what you are calling for prayers for, to cleanse or to remove this, it not will work. That cost must remain, because your children must partake to every innocent blood that has died in this transactional politics, propaganda that you guys have been doing for years. Your children will never. It is before now you see children of old politicians, children of nobody become somebody. Have you seen that the children of political influencers, people that played politics in the First Republic, Second Republic, and even before how many of their children are relevant in politics and leadership? No, because all the kind of barbaric politics, it was only a natural cause of effect. Generational cause will follow them. The most you can be is to be appointed to office. Have you seen relevance? Can any of them beat their chest now to say, okay, very few of them? And it's even because, again, it's more even in the north. It doesn't happen in the south or in the west or in the east. Because a lot of the time, all the barbaric politics that these people play, their children are always, I saw a video of somebody, and God forgive me. See, get the way you go take deal with people rich, God will spoil your pikin. Not be God spoil am, man, not go talk. Not be God spoil am. Something will happen. Go and look at, check how many of these politicians go and check their children. Go the day where Sheyi Tinubu open mouth, all of us not shock. We not shock. Say, hey, close your mouth, sir. Close your mouth. Now, so it always be. All of you, Professor Zulum, all of you that have contributed to this mess that you have put this country, your children will suffer. Of course, you will not be here again, but your children will come and tell you, you go the sian. You will not be a proud father, because you are using blood money to take care of these children, send them abroad and educate them. They can never lead in this country. They can never. And even if you think it's by money, nature will resist them. Then we resist them. They are calling for prayer, personal prayer. Yet it's the same country that has been so religious, millions of naira and billions is spent on pilgrimage to Mecca, to Jerusalem annually. Money is spent on various things. Do you know how many pastors, how many imams collect money, how many traditional rulers collect money, and on the name of all forms of unwritten propaganda, religious practices. Yet, country is suffering. Now prayer leader they appoint, now prayer warrior they elect. I've been a governor they elect. Fix your people and stop doing all of these things. Prayer and fasting. What are you prayer and fasting for? Sir, leave that one for religious people and take care of your people. Wanna stop all of this nonsense. You're not employed to come and lead prayer. It was Bishop Oyedepo that said that any faith that leaves God absolutely responsible is fake. Fake. Very fake. Any faith that leaves God absolutely responsible is fake. Is it fasting and prayer they are declaring to secure Russia, to secure China? Of course, I understand that all of these different countries have their practices, but it is not the role of the president, the governor, chief security officer. You are the one now asking. Let everybody. That should be a practice of people. Go and save your people. See, I have played tips. I did an interview with somebody who ran away from Borno, and I was told, imagine one of the communities, according to the report, he said Boko Haram wrote a letter to them that they were coming. They took that letter and took it to the army. Listen, they took that letter to the army. Said, look at the letter. People dressed in army uniform, army officers now came and said, oh, they got your letter and you are okay. So what are the local support you have? They took them, all their vigilantes and all of that. So they rounded them up in a particular place and then opened fire. They started to run. I'm telling you story. The video is still on my wall. The young man is in the University of Benin now. They opened fire on them. There's a collaboration between. No, if you say collaboration, it means that you don't even understand the work, what is happening. It is that same people wearing this khaki uniform. They are the ones perpetrating this evil because they have an ideology. They went to the army to pursue that ideology. They are working for one general, for one ultimate assignment. There's somebody saying you should declare prayer. Purge the military of all of this nonsense. Bring to books the people that you have caught, the enemies, the people's name, the investigations you have done over the years. So you have been fighting insecurity. So there is nobody that has been linked with all of this. How many people are in jail for this? Apart from the small nameless Amajiris you are putting in prison to say you caught terrorists, who are the sponsors? Now those small boys, now they sponsor the terrorism. I believe they want. And you are a professor. A professor.